so keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, forget I asked. That'll definitely do.
Ew. Join the Discord.
It was the least fun I've ever had playing this game.
A small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
No, I've seen the sleeves, but I'm like, you said you're suiting up and then you put your sleeve on. Thank you for saying that.
Because I'm a demon on the keys.
Next thing I know, we're both dead. I immediately left the lobby.
In Vietnam.
What are they playing for? Are they playing to win?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
We are live. Welcome to the Dropshot, episode number 60. 60.
Damn, dude.
Time flies when you're making the hottest up-and-coming podcast in gaming.
True.
My name is Casey, also known as Razinon. I am joined, as always, by my good friend Tanner. Tanner, say hello to everyone.
What's going on, everybody?
And today, this might come as a surprise to you guys, but today we have both a fun and exciting episode for you. So, a couple little announcements, and then we'll just fucking dive right in.
That's a new meat and potatoes, huh?
It's possible.
The
Now,
new
I've
meat
never
and
said
taters.
I've never said taters because I'm not a boy. I'm not a 6-year-old boy. But nonetheless, this episode will be both fun and exciting. And we actually do, no meme, we have some very interesting news to go over. And I haven't talked to you about any of this stuff, and I have quite a few questions for you that I'm curious to get your thoughts on. But before we get into that, a couple announcements. So number one, big shout out to our new patrons in the past 7 days since we started the new Patreon scheme. In case you guys forgot, we're doing 4 bonus EPs per month on the Patreon now. For any level. There's only 2. So $5 a month, 4 bonus episodes per month. A fuck of a lot of value. So patreon.com/thedropshot. And Tonali M. I'm not going to dox you, so I'm not going to say your last name. I also don't know how to say your first name, but welcome. Patrick C. Nick Can, the man of God, the artiste, the gift master, Nick Can. Dr. J. Webb, curious if he's a real doctor. If he is, he should have his medical license revoked and he should be jailed. Because I don't want
shot.
I don't in game, of course. I don't want my cardiologist listening to this podcast. That is not the guy I trust to be doing thoracic surgery. But hey, doc, welcome. Hopefully you're a doctor of feminist dance therapy or something equally inconsequential. But anyways, Jeremy and Sly and Derek R. Welcome, boys, to the Patreon. Now, if there are others of you who have joined the Patreon and I didn't read your name, get scammed, because I'm not reading all the patrons' names. I have to start at some point, so I went back 7 days, and that's what I did, and that's what we're doing, and figure it the fuck out. So
fat rip to whoever signed up 8 days ago.
Yeah, so suck me off if you signed up 8 days ago. And I think there were like 2 people that fall into that camp. And
damn, you couldn't just throw them in there, dude.
No, dude, because then where do I draw the line, dude? Where do I draw the line?
9 days, dude.
No, because then there's a 10th day guy, and it's just, it's too much.
Keep that in mind. We just have too many patrons, yeah.
Well, no, we don't. So patreon.com/thedropshot. Also, Nicomus. I was streaming yesterday. I was testing out my new mouse, the Model D-. Nicomus very generously gave 5,000 bits, which I missed because I was too busy snapping on kids' heads with my Model D-, which is my new mouse, by the way. I got a new mouse. It's a Model D-. So thank you, Nick, for the 5,000 bits. Sorry I couldn't say anything to you because I think you left like right after you gave it. I felt bad, so I wanted to shout you out.
So I was watching the stream. I don't remember the snapping, though. Were you snapping on kids?
Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Yeah,
check the VOD, dude. I had some spicy plays, dude. Some spicy plays, yeah.
Keep that in mind. I wasn't watching. I was just listening. So
hey, check the VOD, twitch.tv/Razinon. Well, you were listening to just constantly, and then the sound of mags just dumping, dude.
I was listening to that as I worked out, dude. It was better than music.
Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. Pritch, also, you mad cunt, for the 1,000 bits before the stream started. Much appreciated, dude. And Tanner, I think we have another announcement here. What do we have here? Okay.
Hit 500 followers on Twitch today, and I just wanted to say thank you to every single one of you that followed me. If you're listening to this and you don't follow me, you're shit. Twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot. Follow me now. Let's hit 600 in the next 24 hours. How about that?
Wow. 600. Wow. That's a lofty goal.
No, but really, thanks, guys. That's a number larger than I ever thought I would hit. So everything's been a surprise since we started this Twitch journey and the podcast, of course. So I really appreciate it. It's been very fun. I'm glad you guys have been hanging out. We've had a good average viewership lately, and I appreciate you guys.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, brother.
I didn't know you had 500 followers. That's actually a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot, dude. Because I have like 2.3 thousand. So you have like what? 25% of mine? A little more.
Yeah.
Which is
shit that I wasn't supposed to do that, huh?
Nutty. So yeah, you absolutely were not supposed to do that. Unban this man.
I did.
Sorry, Raisu.
I had no idea.
You piece of shit.
Because it
Tanner.
came across before the raid did.
Yeah, the timing was not very auspicious, but
he's freed.
Oblivious77, also known as Jordan, also known as Jordykins, with the fat fucking raid, dude. Let me shout him out here.
Go.
That's not the right command. Hold on. Sorry, I'm flustered, dude. I never get raids, so I'm nervous. And Jordan's handsome. He makes me nervous. Thank you for the raid, brother. Any milkers, dude? Any milkers in the chat? Welcome, boys and girls, to the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast, live every Wednesday and Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/Razinon. Drop a follow. Go sub to me on YouTube. Search for the Dropshot. Search for Razinon. You're all going to leave real soon, so I'm just going to get my plugs in now. So there you go. But Jordan, thank you, dude. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, and go give the man some love. Oblivious77. Genuinely wholesome guy. Nice guy. Handsome guy. He has a cow hat. It's very cute. And he's very good at first-person shooter video games, by the way. He gets into a bunch of stuff, but Call of Duty is one of his main games for sure. So give the man some love. And if you guys are listening on a podcast app or you're on YouTube, it'll be in the description. So I would appreciate if you guys would go give him a follow over on Twitch TV. Thanks, Jeff Bezos. So by the way, another announcement. The Saturday podcast is going to be Friday this weekend. And then the Friday Damascus Hangout is going to be Saturday this weekend. Now, you might be wondering, why the fuck would you guys do that? It's an excellent question. Tanner, fill us in. Why are we doing this?
I thought we just wanted to mix things up a little bit, no?
Absolutely not. Let's try again.
We wanted to throw them a curveball, see if the Damascus Patrons are on their game.
Absolutely fucking not. So our first Damascus Hangout, by the way, is already off schedule, so you disgust me. What's going on?
Get scammed. Big Vanilla 92's sister's wedding is on Saturday, so it's either I was gonna have to go and literally stay for an hour and then leave and come back and be just on time to the pod, or it was just swap them. So Friday night will be the normal pod. The Damascus Hangout I'll just be a little late to, but I will show up and get on when I get home from that, as long as I make it home.
So
there's gonna be alcohol there, so I don't know.
Let me be super clear. He's absolutely not going to be there on Saturday. But I'd rather him miss the hangout than the pod. So we're gonna do the pod Friday at 7, and we're gonna do the hangout Saturday at 7. So sorry, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then any other announcements from you, Tanner?
No, sir.
Okay, so last thing, I'm gonna try an experimental format today for a little while, because I'm trying to keep the podcast listeners in mind more and more as this experiment continues. So if I'm getting subs, cheers, bits, donations, whatever, I'm gonna try to table these for the end of the podcast and shout everyone out at that time. Now, I don't appreciate them any less. And I know this kind of sucks, but there's no correct way to do this. But I feel like this is just going to be the most efficient and the best for the podcast listeners. And I'm still going to have all this shout out stuff in the episode. It's just going to be toward the end now. Because I want to kind of start like maintaining the flow of the episode more and breaking it up less. And I feel like when I get very unfortunately donated hundreds of dollars, I profusely thank these very generous people as they deserve to be thanked. But it does kind of, you know, it breaks up the flow a little bit. So I'm thinking the best of both worlds is to still, of course, profusely thank these people as they deserve to be thanked. But just consolidate them all into one kind of time slot, which is going to be toward the end. So I'm not ignoring anyone. If you guys September, by the way, subs are discounted. Keep that in mind. ! Sub. But yeah, I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm not any less grateful, but I want to be efficient, and I want the podcast listening experience to be as seamless as fucking possible. So just keep those things in mind, boys. And I hope you'll understand. If you're a true fan of the Dropshot LLC, you'll understand. It's going to be good for us all in the long run, but there's going to be some growing pains. Like right now, Slush Easy, also known as Shitter. Hey, normally I'd say, hey, dude, thanks for the sub. I really appreciate it. 4 months. Wow, that's awesome. And Slivovitz with the 800 bits, I would say, fuck yeah, dude. And I would just blare the air horn like this, and I'd say, let's fucking go. Normally, right? But now I'm not doing that. We're going to save it. We're going to save it for the end. And it's going to be hard for us all, but please bear with me, okay? So, thank you, boys.
And it's good you already started practicing last night with Nicomas when he gave you 5,000 bits and you didn't respond to that one.
Come on, dude. Absolutely shit on. Well, I will for sure keep that in mind. But yeah, nothing else for you, brother?
No, sir.
Okay, so podcast plebs, if you were listening for the jingle, here it is. All right. So, like I said, we've got a lot of news to cover, not much in the way of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 Game of the Year edition, fortunately. But first, of course, we're going to start with playlist updates. So, not really much to say here. iDub tweeted that we've got Boots on the Ground War, which is fantastic. Just no tanks, which is how ground war should always be. Added search and rescue. Do we know what this is, Tanner?
Absolutely fucking not.
Absolutely fucking not. Okay, so
don't know and we don't care.
So if you listen to this podcast for news or information, you've come to the wrong place. So we don't know what search and rescue is, but it's in the game. This third line here I can't really read, so we're just going to skip over that one. And then Warzone, they've taken out plunder quads, and then they've added blood money quads. Basically just means you get more money for kills. So plunder's basically not been changed. And then there's also shoot the ship again. I'm not sure if we mentioned that, but that's definitely in the game now. So I just wanted to let everyone know. So that's the playlist update. Now on to patch notes. There basically were none, but there were still changes. Courtesy of, say it with me, class. We're waiting for Tanner. Exclusive Ace, you're dumb.
Are we supposed to actually say it? I was waiting for you to start it off.
No.
I didn't want to start it too early.
Suck me off. Okay, so
Exclusive Ace.
There you go. Good job, class. So courtesy of course, Exclusive Ace, friend of the pod. He's going to be coming on. Well, in an alternate dimension. The merc foregrip. The merc foregrip is an attachment. It's an underbarrel attachment. And one of the hidden changes, or excuse me, one of the hidden effects that that underbarrel has had probably since launch was that it actually increased your movement speed. I'm like 95% sure we covered this on the podcast when he found it out originally. So basically what was found out, merc foregrip, it's a vertical foregrip underbarrel attachment. It increases your recoil control and your hip fire accuracy and your movement speed. Now, without telling a goddamn soul, as Infinity Ward is wont to do, they have reverted this. But not only did they eliminate the movement speed benefit, but they actually penalized you. So before, merc foregrip increased your movement speed by 3.7% from baseline. And now it decreases it by 1%. So in effect, you move 4.7% slower using the merc foregrip now than you did before. Which is fucking huge. Especially, by the way, for Warzone players. So I'll get into that a little bit more. But Tanner, you have any thoughts on this?
So it's a big number. It's a big change. The thing is, on an SMG, I don't think it's as big of a change as it is on like an AR. So the movement speed definitely took a hit on like my MP5 Warzone class. But still, when you get that SMG out, you're still obviously running way faster than using any assault rifle. So, yes, they nerfed it, but it didn't kill the MP5 or anything like that. You're not going to notice that big of a difference with it. Now, I haven't tried the assault rifles with it. I would assume those are now fucking terrible, though, if I had to guess. Because those, you're so slow moving already with a lot of them, and that's going to make it a lot worse. So, it's also just funny to me because this change would not have happened if Ace didn't figure this out and post a video about it. So that's what doesn't make any sense is he posts this video calling them out and then they change it and still don't publicly say anything. It's like you're just proving your own point. You're just proving how incompetent you are, right? It's so weird to me.
It's absurd. So my thing with this is like, okay, because if I'm ever using an underbarrel, I'm using either commando so that my ADS speed doesn't get penalized because it's the only recoil changing attachment that does not penalize your ADS speed. Or I'm using merc foregrip if it's like particularly vertical or if it's an SMG.
The only two, yeah.
So merc foregrip, I mean, 4.7% is fucking big. And especially, again, like in Warzone, where you're running, like, so often, that's actually really going to hurt to run now. It's not going to hurt to run, but it's going to be a lot worse than it used to be, which really sucks. I agree with you that on SMGs, it's like... It's not the end of the world, because you move pretty fast with SMGs anyway. But what about, like, a kilo or some shit? Do you actually run merc foregrip in Warzone on any assault rifle, though, actually?
So not a lot of people run it with ARs, but during the Growl meta, a lot of people used it then. So the people that are moving back to the Growl now, it's interesting to see what they're going to run. Because I know that some people ran Commando, some people ran Merc with that. It was kind of hit or miss. Some people didn't run anything. That gun had a lot of different ways that it was set up. It wasn't like the Bruin where everyone set it up, you know, the same exact way. Yeah. But yeah, you don't see it a whole lot. It's definitely way more prominent on SMGs. But there are people out there that are definitely using it on assault rifles.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have to kind of use the merc foregrip a little more to get a sense for how bad 4.7% loss feels. But I'm curious to see. Ace was making it sound like this is a very big deal and that like it's not obvious anymore which like vertical underbarrel you should use now, which is interesting. So we'll see how that affects it. But this wasn't in the patch notes, by the way, so I just want to point that out yet again. It's any change of consequence is never in the patch notes, so keep that in mind. Up next, this Games of Summer event is now live in MDub. Some people have been doing it. I will not be doing it. And we've gone over this a little bit It's where you do a bunch of like kind of trials, like little things. And then if you get like gold medals, you get shit. And then for the, let me just show you guys this. What the fuck? View image. So dumb. Activision's just dumb. Okay, whatever. We'll do it this way. So if you guys look at the screen here, you can see this is the blueprint you get. I don't really have a better image, but it's like a, I think it's a growl.
Yeah.
And it's got a bunch of colors on it. It's the best way I can describe it. So that's for getting gold in all of the little activities, trials, whatever they would be called. So other than that, though, not really much else to say here. So that's out now. So K. And then we also have this support a creator thing, which is great for the Dropshot because now that we have a creator code, we can really start earning some money. Psych. We didn't fucking get one, obviously. Yeah. So there's this. So basically, there's like, they have this in like Fortnite, right, Tanner?
Oh, yeah. And I'm not kidding. Like anybody with over 100 followers on Twitter has one in Fortnite. I don't really understand how they picked who got them. Fucking everybody had them in Fortnite. It was so weird to me. Like these guys that were apparently like in the pro scene, but they had like no following online would have creator codes. It was really weird. So they gave them to everybody, which is cool. Because I mean, you know, some of these guys, they're hardly going to get used even. So it's like, what's the big deal? Just add, you know, add all these little guys in there. I mean, obviously they were somebody because Fortnite, you know, the devs had to find these people. So
yeah,
but yeah, compared to Modern Warfare, I think there's about 10 people that have them right now.
Yeah. So this came out like very recently, and then there were some big fucking names who didn't get codes, and a lot smaller names who did, and there was a bit of an uproar on Twitter, to say the least.
It was actually hilarious.
I think Scump, like the most popular CDL player, like one of the 5 most popular CDL players of all time, does not have a creator code. Is that true?
Correct.
And then there's some other people who are less well known, who I won't mention, who do have creator codes. So there was a big kerfuffle. Here are some details. Charlie Intel tweeted, per a new Activision FAQ, support creator is currently in beta with a select group of creators, and they hope to make it available for more soon. This is all wishy-washy, typical PR bullshit from Infinity Ward, of course. And then creators get $5 for every 10,000 COD points that are spent with their code inputted. Input is the past tense of input, by the way. So if you go buy COD points, you can type in a creator code or some shit. You don't get a discount, but they'll pay the person whose code you used an amount of money. $5 for every 10,000 COD points. How much is 10,000 COD points in money? It's like $100, right?
I think so.
It's about $100. So 5% about. Now you can get bundles of points, so it's not exactly 5%, but we'll call it 5%. Like Tanner said, creator codes in general, I think, are really cool, and they're a good thing. And they're one of these things that are mutually beneficial market like creations that I'm a huge fan of because everybody wins. So the creator wins because they're getting paid, obviously. Actually, not everyone wins. The consumer doesn't. But the consumer doesn't lose either. So the creator gets paid, and then Activision gives to everyone Activision gives a code to. These people are going to be peddling, hey, go buy shit in the store and use my code so I get paid. So then Activision's going to get more money. So they're going to spend whatever, 5% per 10,000 when a code is made. But the money they're going to generate by incentivizing all these people to push the code is way more than they're going to spend on the fucking bounty. So this is cool. I wish there would be a little bit of a discount for people using it, but I'm not even sure if that would make sense financially. So anyway, more people will ostensibly be getting them soon. And what's cool too is that like when Cold War comes out, it might be the case that way more creators have this, and then they'll already have the infrastructure set up for that, like support a creator thing. So
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I feel like it's something they should have thought of a long time ago. I mean, as usual, they're late to everything, but at least they're doing it now. Can't really fault them too much for that. At least they're doing something. After they've made $3 million a day for the last however many months.
Yeah, literally.
But dude, all the drama with who got the codes was funny. Like, I don't
Really?
These people don't understand. Like, all of the console pros were so mad, and all their fans were just like, they were all over Twitter. There was a female that got, I don't remember who it was. I'm not going to say the name, even if I did know.
Yeah.
But so, like, people were trash talking her, and she's like,
That's who I was thinking.
okay,
of.
like, what am I supposed to, should I have turned it down? Like, it's not my fault they didn't offer it to these other people. Like, why are you getting mad at me? Like, that's not fair. Like, if they approach you, would you turn it down? Of course not. Nobody would fucking turn it down.
Yeah, it's not her fault. It's not her
disgusting
fault at all.
and dumb that these people are like shitting on people like her for that. It doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna get mad at somebody, get mad at Activision. But at the same time, I saw these people. They kept saying like, "Oh, Scump is the face of Call of Duty. He's been the face of Call of Duty for the last 8 years. He's the face of Call of Duty in your mind because you watch competitive play. The fact is, the vast majority of people that play this game don't give a fuck about competitive play, nor do they know who Scump is. The people are going to know who the big Twitch streamers are. So that's who they're going after.
Like Swag.
Yes, like Swag, like Nick Mercs.
Yeah.
And most of the big ones don't have one yet either. So it's like, it's going to happen. But let's not think that all the console pros should have it. Also, all they do is talk shit on the game all year long. So it's like, these streamers usually at least don't talk a lot of shit about the game, because they're, typically COD partners and things like that too.
Yeah, they get invited to play alphas.
Yeah.
They get
So they're setting a good
precedent.
They're setting a good precedent for Activision. So I don't know. I mean, eventually all those pros will get them, I'm sure, but it's just funny that people were so mad about that, because I completely disagree. I'm like, no, it's like, that's who it should be going to, are the big Twitch streamers. That's who they're going to give it to.
Yeah. Do you believe that it's in beta? Like, if you can make 100, why can't you make 1,000? I don't understand what the problem would be with that.
I don't know what that means. I wouldn't use the word beta, but I can understand.
Or undergoing testing or whatever.
Well, I can understand why they go from having none, or why they can't go from having none to like 10,000 or something. I get why they're doing it, but yeah. Maybe they're in the process now of like looking for the people and compiling a list of who's going to get the codes as well, which would take a long time. Yeah. I'm sure.
True.
So.
Yeah.
And actually, while we're on that subject, somebody in chat, I don't know the accuracy of this, but they said in order to get one on Fortnite, all that was required labbers.
Okay. Sorry.
All that was required was 1,000 social media followers.
For Fortnite?
Yep.
Interesting.
So not that hard to get.
Yeah. Wow. Well, welcome to The Architect, a Fortnite podcast. My name is Casey. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Wasn't a great joke. All right, whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's in the game now. So if you guys watch like really big streamers, I recommend you use code SWAG for now. I think with 2 G's for your creator code. I really like him. He's my favorite console peasant to watch stream. I'm a big fan of his content, and he always runs with the same 4 people, so it's cool to watch. I like him. So use his code. That's my vote.
It's cool too, because he started gaming with those boys and they all had really small Twitch channels, and now those dudes are like all partners too.
All partnered and just
That's dope.
fucking
and he was playing with them back then. He's still playing with them. It's cool. They've all like stuck together.
Yeah, for sure. He pulled them up, dude. They went to the moon.
Yeah,
with him,
as they say.
So, anyways, let's move on here. So yeah, that's it for patches for the shit game. But now we get into the fun and exciting portion of today's episode, which is news and upcoming changes. So a couple things coming up for MW 2019 Game of the Year edition, but more things to be talked about with respect to Call of Duty Cold War Black Ops Vundy Bop 2020 Red Door edition. But first, let's get through this game. So first of all, CDL hints at subway stations coming to Warzone. So someone with an eye noticed that when the CDL was over, there were fireworks above the stadium, and there's like a subway station in the image that is not actually in the game. Now, I don't know exactly what this implies. So here's the thing. normally, if a game added a subway station, I would think, okay, well, obviously this means there's going to be subways on the map now, in the game now, right? But we can't forget this, guys. Listen, look my eyes. We can't forget this. This is Infinity Ward and Activision in 2020, year of our Lord Jesus Christ. So they do things that make no sense all the time. So I actually don't know if there's going to be subways. Maybe they're only adding a subway station and they just literally added a building and that's it. And there's like defunct subways and there's never actually going to be a subway. Or there's no subterranean network of any kind. So my question for you is this, Tanner. The way I see it, there's three possibilities. Possibility number one, they're going to have subway stations and then you can go underground. And then there's subways that are moving around the map like the train. Option two, there are subway stations, but the subways don't actually move, but you can move underground along like the pathway, maybe going into the like subway tracks to move around the map underground. Option two. Option three, there's literally just a subway station or a couple, and you can't even go underground and there's new buildings in the map, on the map now. What of those three options do you find most likely?
That's such a hard question.
And it should be an easy question.
So I would automatically say no to option one, but they did add in the train.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes me think, okay, well, obviously they can do a subway if they've done a train. On the other hand, I haven't seen from any leaking sources about anything under the map. People glitch under the maps and stuff. They know
That's
what's
a good
under
point.
there. So the fact that there's been, like, they knew the trains were coming. That was set out for a while. But it's like the subway thing, we would have seen some sort of photo or a leak of something, I would think, of somebody that glitched under the map and saw the subway system running. So I don't really believe that it's under there. Okay, I don't know the answer yet, but let me ask you this. Why does everyone assume it's a subway station? I look at that building and I think, okay, what am I missing? Because to me, it could be just any sort of building, right? Like, are they just thinking that on the south side of it, like when we're looking at the picture on the bottom side, that's a staircase going down? Is that why they're assuming it's a subway system? What else tells anybody it's a subway system? Am I missing something? Am I dumb?
Well, yes, first of all, but you do raise a good point. I've zoomed in on it here. It just
looks like stairs.
Well, it looks like a building. You know what, dude? This looks like exactly. This is why they think this. Okay, you know how in at train station, there's that one part of the map where you can go downstairs
between those two apartment buildings.
I think so. Yeah, but it doesn't actually lead to a subway. But it looks just like this.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they think that, because maybe that is a subway station, but there's no subway. Maybe, in fact, that will be one of the entryways to this subterranean labyrinth. That's why. Yeah. Maybe that's why they think it. Yeah, that's a good question, though, because I would never. First of all, I wouldn't have noticed this, of course. But if you ask me, what is this thing? What is this structure? I would say I don't know, an awning. That's what it looks like to me. So my best guess is there is a subway system coming and it will be moving. And my only reason for thinking that really is because right after this happened, I think Charlie Intel tweeted something out and they said something about it appears subways are coming to the game because of like this video that was taken during COD Champs. Here's the thing. Charlie Intel knows what's coming to the game. They know what's going to happen usually. They just obviously can't say anything. Yeah, they're under contract.
Yes, so they're an actual source. So, but they can say things like, oh, it looks like a subway system is coming, and there's nothing wrong with that because they're not confirming it. There's other people like seeing that and guessing that. So my guess is it is actually coming just because of Charlie Intel pointing that out and specifically calling it a subway station.
Interesting.
Otherwise, I would just think it's any other normal building. People are dumb for thinking it's a subway station. I'm still not, 100% sold on that. But because the fact that they're covering it as a subway station, I think it is.
Okay.
And it's going to piss me the fuck off because the last thing we need is
People
so we're gonna have
camping
people.
underground.
So here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna be running in downtown. There's gonna be 8 snipers on top of Trump Tower. There's also gonna be 8 guys below my ass underground, coming up some sort of subway entrance exit, fucking me from behind with the origin while the snipers rain down hell. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's dumb. They're dumb shits for putting that in. I'm not happy.
Dude, yes. I feel like this is a logistical nightmare. Like, what if the last ring is somewhere and, like, your opponents are just underground and you guys just can't fight now?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it at all, dude. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work with gas. And yeah, it's a lot of complexity to make like a subway, like an underground anything, which I don't like.
Mm-hmm. Because
it's underground, you know. It's not like Under Stadium, which is like a parking garage. That's different because it doesn't go like around the whole fucking map, you know? Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like it.
So let me just make my answer clear again before I get raped for agreeing with this and it not happening. I don't think they're coming. I don't think the subway system is coming. But Charlie Intel tweeted out that a subway system, or that there's a hint at a subway station.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I'm going with, okay, they know something. I still don't believe it, but they're saying that, and they know something.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had to guess, there's going to be, you can get underground now, but there's no moving subways. They're all going to be defunct. That's my guess. I don't know why exactly I think that. I just do. I think it would be too complicated for them to have moving subways. Because then it's like, if you're on the tracks and a subway is coming, you're just 100% dead. They could do that. I don't know. I just don't see it. My guess is that there's going to be a way to get underground now, and it's going to be defunct subways where you can just run like through cars, but they don't move. That's my guess.
I've got it figured out, dude.
Okay.
They're going to add a whole underground subway system in Warzone. Then a new map is going to come out, and it's going to be underground in the subway. It's going to be like Promenade, but underground in a subway. Because Battlefield had a lot of maps like that were like subway, underground, train stations shit. So they're for sure going to do that.
You know what? Actually, that's a good point, because I've actually figured it out.
You have?
Yes. So the map we know now is Verdansk, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, right? As soon as you go under the subway, it's actually a portal to the 1980s. And this is the seamless transition that they've been talking about.
Oh my God, it makes sense, dude. Yes. Oh my God.
This is how Warzone seamlessly transitions into Cold War. You go under the subway system, you go through a portal to another dimension, and then all of a sudden it's the 80s. You have 50 more health. Your gun is totally different. Your perks change completely, and there's just a whole new world. It's like fucking Narnia. That's what it is.
And it's seamless.
And it's seamless, dude. It's seamless.
You see the end of the tunnel, and you run towards the light. You come out, and it's a brand new map, and it's Black Ops Cold War. Holy fuck, dude.
We figured it out, dude. We cracked the code.
Oh my God. Somebody tweet that out. We figured it out. Jesus Christ, you dumb fuck idiot.
That's the seamless transition, dude.
You stupid idiot cunts.
You stupid fucks. God, these people make me so mad. Yeah, go ahead and go piss.
Made me so mad I had to pee.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind for sure. So, yeah. Yeah, the price of admission is $59.99 USD. And then you can get your subway ticket to Black Ops Cold War. So, all right. Let me catch up on chat here while we wait for TDS. What's up, boys? So I guess I'll do this now. See, this is kind of what I mean. When I get a minute, I'll like respond to shit. So that's what I'm doing now. So Sliv, thank you again, of course, dude. And God damn it. Sorry. And Slush as well. Rezi with the Submarino. Let's fucking go. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, brother. I missed you on my other screen. Sorry, Rez. But I appreciate it nonetheless, brother. And Presh with the 100 biddies. Let's fucking go. Thank you, dude. Thank you, boys. Honored, humbled, and, of course, privileged. Much appreciated. What do we have here? You can fly the helicopter into the subway station and you get under the map. Yeah, Gift, but what we meant was, that's what we've been saying. You can get under the map right now, like glitch under the map, but hasn't been like much going on down there as far as I know. So that's why we're kind of like spooked out by this subway station. We don't know really what's going to happen with that. Raz would be such a sick ass game dev. You know one thing I could do as a game dev? Write accurate patch notes. I know that's difficult for Infinity Ward. Maybe I should send them a resume. Maybe I should send them a link to the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast, and tell them, hey, I can write your patch notes for you. Give me a salary. Maybe you
could.
That. Yeah. I don't know who Cliffy B is, series, so keep that in mind for sure. And Jared charges you $5 for a foot long. Damn. Only if you're 14 and under. Gift, what are you talking about? Subway to the Cold War leak? Did you actually say that, Gift? That's fucking hilarious if you said that. But I hope I end up at Wrigley Field. Sports. Any sports in the chat? Anyway, let's move on. But yeah, thank you again, boys, for the support. And then here is another very interesting article that is salient. Activision has filed a lawsuit against a cheat manufacturer. So Activision sued CX Cheats, change it, for illegally creating cheats to use in Call of Duty, the company announced. I believe I saw something like a Discord post. Yeah, here we go. I saw a Discord post showing, what had happened, which I'm trying to find for you guys. Here we go. So some Discord user in a Discord for cheaters said, as some of you may know, Activision has filed a lawsuit against us and has made it clear that our services violate their terms of use. As a result of our lawsuit with Activision, we've agreed to cease development and support for all Call of Duty related products or services, cheats, sold through the site. These products will not be returning to our website in any form. You also should be aware that using third-party tools in COD may result in the suspension or banning of your account. Okay, so they've actually filed a lawsuit against cheat manufacturers. I've never heard of this happening before.
Never.
You haven't either, right?
Mm-mm.
So my questions here at this point, number one, this is good. I'm happy about this. They're actually doing something about cheaters, so that's great. What else do we have here? Oh, that was the owner on Discord, actually. Yeah, there's not much else to say on this. So they filed a lawsuit. It looks like that one cheat manufacturer has stopped supporting the cheats. But how much do you think this will do to combat the cheating epidemic in Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and Warzone?
Nothing. Because I'm sure there's a bunch of websites out there that do it. Also, I don't know how exactly it works, but so they're saying, what did they say? That they're not going to... Hold on, I need to open up this thing again. I had it open. Where's it at? Where'd you find that picture at?
What picture? Of the Discord?
Yeah.
Go to the article?
Uh-huh. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, there we go. So he said something about we have agreed to cease development and support for all products. So if somebody already has the cheat, doesn't that mean they can still use it? It doesn't mean it's just going to stop working. They already have it. What they're saying is they're not going to continue to update it or change anything with it. So if these guys already have it, it doesn't even affect them anyways.
Yeah.
It probably just more means they can't sell to any new players, but also I assume these sheets can just be sent. It's just some sort of file, right? So you can probably just send it to your buddy and then he has it too and didn't even pay for it, you know?
Yeah.
I would imagine that's how it all works.
Yeah. Yeah, so the way I see it is like, it's not going to have that big of an impact, but it's going to have some impact, which is good. it sets a good precedent as well. So now that people who make cheats, they might be a little scared, because if I was getting sued by Activision, I would be real fucking scared, and their considerable legal team. That would not be great. So I think it's a good move, actually. But my follow-up question is, how much money do they spend to keep these lawyers on retainer? A lot. And why can't they just spend some of that money making an anti-cheat? It doesn't... I mean, it does make sense because they're going to have lawyers on retainer no matter what. So it's almost like this isn't actually an extra expense, to be honest. But still, it annoys me that they can't just go ahead and develop a fucking anti-cheat. I guess this is a testament to how difficult it must be for them to make an anti-cheat for their own game.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to say. They must know it's damn near impossible. They're going to take forever for them to implement any sort of anti-cheat. Because, like you're saying, back to your original question, I have never, ever heard of such a thing, of the game publisher / developer suing a cheat website for making cheats in their video game. You know what they usually just do? Make a fucking anti-cheat.
Yep.
You know? I've never heard of that. I'm sure it's happened, but I personally have never heard of such a thing.
Me neither. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, maybe that stuff does, maybe it happens often and it doesn't go public or something. I don't know, but I find that hard to believe. Usually games just make an anti-cheat. They know people are going to cheat at their video game. Apparently Activision and Infinity Ward did not know people would cheat at their video game that had a free-to-play version.
It's just astounding, actually.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think it's a good step in the right direction. I'm more dude, I'm just curious what fucking Cold War is going to be like with cheaters. Because if it's a different engine, then maybe they'll be able to develop an anti-cheat because it's not super old. And if it's not a different engine, there will not be an anti-cheat. And we're going to have the same fucking problem next year if and when, I should say, there's another free-to-play battle royale.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is good, guys, but it's not great. It's not an anti-cheat. The only thing that's going to actually work is an anti-cheat, period. That's the end of the discussion, like, actually. So, I don't know. Good news, but not great. Next little news item here. Now we're getting into the fun and exciting part of this episode. Black Ops, Call of Duty Cold War, Red Door, CIA, Operation Northwoods, Bundy Bop, Governor of Arkansas edition, 2020. So, on that website, Pawn Takes Pawn, it got updated after CDL, and there was a little, like, mini game, I guess. It's called Zork Adventurer, which is apparently a real game from the 80s. It's like this weird text-based RPG, and you can play it on pawntakespawn.com, and you get achievements for, like, progressing in the text-based game. And then if you get all the achievements, they ask for your address, like your house address. So people have done this. They've put in their address. And then these people, I think today, in fact, started getting emails that says, oh, operator dickhead, we're sending you a thing for doing this, whatever, for getting this achievement on our text-based game on our website. This is an announcement of 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 Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War 2020. So I have, Tanner, let me be clear, I have no theories. I have no idea what they could be mailing out to some people, but not others. I don't get it. My only theory is, like, maybe they're going to give you, like, 1,000 COD points or some shit for going through the labor of getting all these achievements on their website. And then maybe, like, a cool little promotional, like, postcard or something. That's my guess, but I don't know. Did you even know about this? And if so, or if not, what are your thoughts?
I saw this floating around Twitter, but I didn't pay attention to it because I didn't really care. I pretty much see, I'm not kidding, I saw the words pawn takes pawn, and I scrolled past it because I just don't care anymore. That's literally what happened. My best guess is, and I'm not kidding, I think they're sending the people another Easter egg of some sort. Some other dumb clue that leads to something else.
You think that's all they would do?
Absolutely. I don't think they're sending them COD points. I think they're sending them like some sort of other clue. So like, since they know these people have been so invested in everything going on, they're like, oh, let's send them another clue to complete something else.
Maybe, yeah.
That's what I think it's going to be.
I bet you it's just going to be like a blank piece of paper, and you're going to have to like piss on it, burn it, and then put it under like a UV infrared light. And then it's going to be like Aramaic, which you're going to have to go to like Jerusalem to have translated into like some other dumb hint about like Soviet era KGB tactics. And it's going to take you to like page 5 of their manual, which is going to be another clue to another website or some dumb shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
I could see that happening, sadly. Yeah, maybe, dude. Maybe it is just another Easter egg hint thing.
Well, we're at it. It's infrared, not infrared. Read a book. Dumb shit.
It's infrared, not what?
You said infrared.
I said infrared. I meant to say infrared, but I have heard infrared. Maybe it's that.
Okay.
I need the soundbite. Don't care.
Yeah.
So Keith, no, I would roast you if I got that wrong too. So we'll for sure keep that in mind. But anyways, yeah, so that happened. I'm very curious to see what got mailed out though. Actually, I have no idea. This is the first time I've been like astounded. And then by the way, if you complete all these attachments, the website will update for you with a note. The note reads, quote, "It's pitch black, just like the operations that happen in secret every day. In every corner of the world, forces compete and collude. The line blurred between enemy and ally. Good job on making it out of the dungeon alive. More to come." And then there's a pawn that is knocked over on the desk next to this note. Now, I'm not going to even try to figure out what that means. Probably nothing, really. The symbolism of the pawn knocked over is not lost on me, but I don't know what it means. And, say it with me, class, don't care.
Don't care.
There you go. So, yeah, whatever. We'll see what happens with that. In more fun and exciting news, another tweet from Charlie Intel. New COD marketing email confirms Black Ops Cold War multiplayer reveal stream will begin at 10 a.m. Pacific time. By the way, someone in our Discord said Activision hates the working class, and I've never laughed harder at the Discord. Because remember the Know Your History playlist? The first one was in like the middle of the afternoon on a weekday.
Well,
I think it was Ryan who said in Discord, well, I didn't do it because Activision hates the working class. And I was at my job and I started crying laughing, dude. I was like, oh my God, that's so fucking funny. He said it unironically. He's like, well, Activision hates the working class, which is so true. Why would you have your reveal event be in the middle of a day on a weekday? Like, it's astounding to me.
I understand that time zones exist, but the US has to be the most popular place in the world this game is played, right?
Yeah, definitely.
One would think.
Yeah.
Because usually people are like, oh, like that's like
America.
nighttime for us in Europe here. It's like, okay, but Europeans probably make up, I don't know, 15% of the player base, 10%, 20%. I have no clue. I'm just saying. It's definitely not as much as the player base is here. So yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, it's very weird to me that they're doing this. So yeah, it was weird when they did it that time, and it's weird they did it this time. But nonetheless, that's cool. We're going to get the reveal early, because I'll just watch it on YouTube or whatever. So I think it's going to be live streamed on twitch.tv/Razinon, Razinon. So make sure you guys follow the stream for when the multiplayer reveal happens. No, it's going to be twitch.tv/Call of Duty, one word. Are they doing this on YouTube or Twitch? I think it's Twitch, right?
Isn't it Twitch? Because we were talking about that. Isn't that
How
so
dumb
funny
it
how
is?
it's on Twitch when they're partnered with YouTube for everything else?
Yeah, so we'll see. But either way, I would, if I was you guys and you were interested in seeing this live, if you're not a part of the working class, first of all, join the Patreon if you're not a part of the working class, because you can afford to. And second of all, patreon.com/thedropshot. Second of all, I would just subscribe to them on YouTube and follow them on Twitch. They're both free, and you can be sure to see it live. September 9th, by the way, that is in 7 days from today. So that's a fucking Wednesday. That is smack dab in the middle of the afternoon.
That is an Wednesday.
It is an weekday. Yeah. So interesting. See the next generation of Black Ops multiplayer at 10 a.m. September 9th. And then that's weird. Any thoughts on this, Tanner?
I'm excited. I don't want to get too hyped for it, because if it looks really, really good, then I'm just going to be sad I have to play this game for another 2 months. If it looks shit, then I'm going to be worried until this game ends.
There's actually no good scenario.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to see the gameplay. I'm just like, oh god, please look amazing. Also, I hope it's like actual live gameplay where like they're streaming it and it's not some dumb pre-recorded video or whatever. I think it's going to be like live, some sort of live gameplay, like multiplayer gameplay. Well, obviously it's multiplayer, but it's like, you know, a bunch of other Call of Duty partners or something.
Do we know if any big streamers are taking a vacation around this time? Because last time they flew out a bunch of these dudes to their headquarters to play Warzone, and then they all were like told to release a video at the same time. Do we know if any big streamers are going to be gone around this time? Because maybe they got summoned.
That's a good question. Anyone in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget, though, all those people talked about how good this game was going to look and how Call of Duty was back this year. The only thing they had an issue with was the mini-map. So keep that in mind. However this looks, however the big people say on Twitter, the faces of Call of Duty, the big Twitch streamers, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Because this happens every single year. We think the next Call of Duty game is the Call of Duty game.
Mm-hmm. Yep, agreed. With that said, everything of substance that's been leaked, like health, time to kill, minimap, maps, it's all been actually good. So I'm excited for it, but for actual good reasons, not because the cinematic looked cool, because they all look cool. Hey.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. And then here, getting even more fun and exciting, Black Ops Cold War early access open beta to begin on October 8th on PS4, of course. And this is the screenshot that people, like, I think, mainly got that idea from. You can see it here. If you see right here, pre-order any digital edition, get early access to the open beta, begins on October 8th, first on PS4. So that would be... So you said, Tanner, for this game, PlayStation got it an entire week early?
They got an entire week early.
Okay.
But I think it also came out on a Friday. So this almost makes me think that PlayStation
gets it a day or two early.
A day or two early.
Because October 8th is a Thursday.
Because wasn't it October 13th was what the rumors were of when the beta was going to be public?
I don't recall.
But that would be again a weird day to start a Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like it would happen that weekend though. I don't think they would wait till the next weekend. So I feel like it's going to be like the 9th, 10th, 11th, somewhere around there. I'm pretty sure
they did this year though, or last year, whatever. There was the first open beta was like PlayStation only. And then the second weekend, or there were 3 weekends. It was like PlayStation and then everyone, right? I would not be surprised if they did that again this year.
So you're thinking that PlayStation would be like the 8th
to the 11th.
To the 11th, okay.
And then
like the 15th to 18th would be open?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it would be if it mirrored last year. And if they're still going to give PlayStation exclusivity again, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it in the same way.
Yeah, true. That makes sense.
So,
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. I hope we get it on like the 9th or the 10th. That would be great. But even seeing it on PlayStation, that's fine. I'm an adult. As long as I get to see the game, I'm going to be happy and like get a bunch of people's perspective on it. Because you could tell a lot even from just like watching someone. So that'll be interesting. That'll be cool.
My favorite thing about the beta for this game was that Karma dropped a nuke in his first game ever.
Did he really?
On day 1 of the beta, yeah.
Wow. That's funny. That's
and then
crazy.
he retired from the game 3 months later because he hated it so much.
Oh, yeah. Well, he probably got skill-based into real shit lobbies if you're dropping nukes on game 1.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
He's a pro player, so yeah.
Yeah. So another little news item here. For the next-gen consoles, Black Ops Cold War will launch as soon as those consoles are available. So, quote, they're planned to release on PS5 and Xbox Series X on or after November 13th, depending on when the next-gen consoles are available to players. That should come as no surprise to anyone, of course. But, yeah, the game will come out when the new consoles come out. For you console peasants listening. Also, the campaign takes place in 1981 and is a direct sequel to Black Ops 1. As far as the campaign goes. Campaign features options, player choice, and more to play. Take Black Ops Thrill Ride and infuse it with player choice and freedom. I don't think you're a campaign frog, Tanner, but any thoughts on this?
I think it's very interesting. I'm glad they're doing it. I mean, I'm definitely going to play the campaign. I played the campaign in this game. It was really fun.
It was good.
But I'm not that person that has followed all of the Call of Duty campaigns throughout their series. So I'm not that attached to them. I'll play it because what did this game take? 4 hours, 5 hours to complete, 6 hours? Not long. It was like 2 times sitting down and playing the single player campaign. So it was a fun little campaign to learn like the background and everything of the characters and whatnot. But yeah, I am excited. That does sound very cool. I'm glad they're doing that because it's something that seems so easy. And even like with this game, with all the customization this game was having with the gunsmith, I was under the impression before Modern Warfare came out, like, oh, we're going to have like customizable characters, even like make them look how we look. I don't know why Call of Duty hasn't done that yet. Like, I would love to say have like PUBG customization or just something, nothing crazy, but it's like, let me just pick like a person, let me pick an outfit, things like that, then buy different outfits for your custom character. I would rather have that than...
That's exactly what World War II did, which I really liked.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that. I would rather have that than how they do in this game, like the operators or whatever. So yeah. Either way, it's not a huge deal. It's not a third-person game, so you're not looking at your own character, but I like the the difference it adds to the gameplay. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, my original love for video games was RPGs. So I'm a big RPG fucking nerd. So I really like this. But also, I'm still only going to play the campaign once. So it'll be cool to customize your character or whatever. I would be much more excited if this carried over to multiplayer. Yeah. And I'm getting the impression that it won't. But I don't know if that's ruled out completely. That would be fucking cool. You can like customize your dude and then the shop is like outfits, like you said. Yeah. That's kind of how World War II did it. I would like the same thing, except more customization than World War II had. That would be great. But it's still agreed. It's still cool. And we've kind of gone over this, but it's basically confirmed now, which I think was leaked like a long time ago or a while ago, a couple weeks ago. But the campaign is like a direct sequel to Black Ops 1. Yeah. This is what I was most excited to hear from you about, Tanner. Okay. Call of Duty League 2021 season is returning to 4v4 competition. Interestingly, I was watching, I don't know what it was, but it was some like interview or podcast or whatever the fuck with like someone about the Call of Duty pro scene. And they were talking about how they miss 4s because in 4v4, there were opportunities for like clutch plays where you like 1v4. And once you go to 5v5, that opportunity's gone. Because it's very rare that one pro can kill 4. It's basically impossible that one can kill 5. So the argument this person was making, I don't remember who it was like, well, if we go to 4v4, it's still going to be super rare, but it's like actually possible and we'll see it a couple times. Like the outplay potential is higher and the like clutch potential is higher in 4v4. Now you played semi-pro. You had all the same rule set shit when you played. Was it 4v4 or 5v5 when you played? And what do you think of this?
So I don't understand it. We played 5 versus 5. I don't know enough about the competitive scene now to see why they all prefer 4v4. I just know that everyone's always like, oh, Call of Duty's always been like a 4v4 competitive. Well, everyone always forgets the original Call of Duty games, so they weren't played that way. But for a long period for the majority of the game, yes, it's always been 4v4. It switched to 5v5 in Black Ops 4, I think. And the pros didn't want it then. I don't understand. I don't watch enough of it to be able to tell a difference if it slows the game down. They seem to think it does make it a lot slower, like you're saying, and there's more room for clutches and more big play opportunity with 4v4. Regardless, it's another absolutely horrific move by Activision.
True.
They started this Call of Duty League, last year. They made the buy-in ridiculous to have teams buy in. These teams had to buy their players, pay them a salary, all this shit. They set up this entire brand new league. They dumped all this time and money into it, only to play 5v5 for 1 fucking year. When none of the pros wanted to play 5v5, they would all have rather done 4v4. They didn't listen. They did 5s. So here we go. A year later, the championship ends. They decide to announce it's going back to 4v4. And one of the winning players on the winning championship team finds out less than 24 hours later, hey, thanks for winning us a championship. You've just been dropped from our team. Yeah. You're a free agent. You know, it's like, what? And all these guys are like, I understand it, because they prefer 4s. They think it plays better. So if that's what they're thinking, I believe them, because they're the ones playing it every day. So
yeah.
Ideally, that is more exciting for players to watch, probably. Maybe that's why, I don't know. I did kind of used to watch the console pro scene, and I didn't care about it in this game, and I didn't care about it in BO4. But before that, I would watch it every once in a while. So maybe I just don't know, and it is a lot more exciting in 4v4. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. Everyone thinks it's the right decision. Of course, just Activision butchered the timing, as usual. They can't do anything without butchering it. So it should have been that originally, but apparently this time around it was because the owners wanted to basically not pay a 5th person a salary because of how much it costs to buy into this league. That's what it came down to. So the owners voted on it, and they said, we're going back to 4v4. Wow. So we can't fully blame Activision, but we can blame Activision for not setting it up to do 4v4 when this league was created.
Yeah.
Would have saved them all this headache. And also,
a lot of headache.
The league is not expanding next year. I don't remember how many teams, but I think they were discussing
12.
Okay, so they were discussing expanding to, I don't know, maybe another 4 teams or something. That's not happening until Call of Duty 2021. So there's going to be 12 guys that were in the Pro League this year that are going to be out of a job when they're at that level. And most of them are at that level to play, but they're going to be out of a job on a team because of this decision.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of implications there for sure. I didn't know the owners voted on that, though.
Yeah.
It's hard to blame Activision. It's not.
Because I saw one of the owners, the owner of Dallas, was tweeting some things out. Hastro is his name. And he was saying, like, you got to understand from an owner's perspective, they did put all of this money into the league. So, like, if they want to get back a little bit of that money, it's a
$30 million
buy-in. Yeah. They're like, you need to understand where these guys are coming from. They put in a ton of money for you to be able to play this game competitively.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they want to make a little bit of that cash back, that's their decision. They're the one paying for everything.
Yeah, for sure.
So I understand it both ways. Bottom line is, they should have stuck with whatever they were doing, at least for 2 years.
Not
if they did 5v5, do it another year. Let these teams stick together. I mean, they formed these goddamn teams based around 5 versus 5 because that's what the Call of Duty League was done. These teams are probably expecting to play, some of them, 2 to 3 years together. And then this dude wins the champs, and 24 hours later, hey, see ya, you're out of here.
That's fucking nuts, I know.
Tell us where you want to be traded to.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. Although, on the bright side, if we're going back to 4s, wouldn't that imply the maps are generally smaller?
Sure as fuck would. I saw somebody else say that too.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we'll see. And that would be in line with all the maps that we know that are getting like remastered or whatever, So, yeah, that'll be great. We'll see though. We'll see. And then Tanner, you were excited about this one. So I'll read here.
Am I excited?
I think you are. Envy announced that Post Malone, also known as Posty, is that what you said, Tanner?
Just call him Posty because I hear people call him that.
I'll keep that in
I
mind
hear
for
others
sure.
call him that word,
Okay.
Posty.
All right, no cap.
That word, yeah.
I'm
not bugging.
I think you're bugging a little bit.
Okay.
Envy announced that Posty has become a co-owner of the organization, which includes the CDL team, Dallas Empire. I guess the team Dallas Empire is owned by Envy. Don't know who that is. Don't care. But yeah, Post Malone is a part owner now. Tanner, any thoughts on this?
They're all coming around, dude.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
All these big names, they're all coming around.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
If you're really good at video games and can play at the pro level, that's awesome because you're gonna be making a ton of money pretty soon.
And you're gonna be getting a ton of clout, dude. That now more than ever, cool kids are becoming like gamers and like gamer centric. Post Malone is now like in the world. Gary Vaynerchuk a while ago. He's not like a celebrity, I guess. He kind of is though. What's the other guy's name?
Rick Fox.
Rick Fox. That was a while ago, but yeah. No, but there was another one recently. Logic signed a deal with Twitch to be a streamer on Twitch. An incredibly popular rapper.
Yeah.
Bronny James is the son of one of the greatest basketball players of all time, is now signed by FaZe Up.
Yeah.
So it's like all these cool kids are like coming around to gaming now. I'm curious how much of that is just the culture shifting and how much of it is, well, I can't go on tour anymore, so I might as well do something. So I'm just going to start like gaming. That definitely plays a part in it. I'm just not sure how big of a part, you know?
Yeah, it's so weird because I'm always just seeing on Twitter all these verified accounts like tweeting things about Call of Duty, and I'll click on them and they'll be like professional baseball players, professional basketball players, professional football players. I'm like, dude, that is dope to me. Like, that is really cool that they're getting all into this. And you even see like Power GPU interacting with some of them and like
I know
them, you know, tweeting at each other like, oh, I need to order a PC. It's like, fuck, dude. Like, we talked about this in the pod like 12, 13 years ago, maybe even 14. Yeah, I think more like 14 or 13. When I built my PC, like, dude, that was nerdy back then if you were a PC gamer.
Yeah.
Now, like you're saying, it's so mainstream and it's like, you used to be able to say like walk into a store and see some little weird skinny white kid in the corner that has never seen the sun. Like, oh, that kid's a video game player. But it's like now you see somebody like the LeBron James' son who's signed by FaZe, and it's like, who would ever think that that dude, you know, like dressed the way he is and like not a fucking nerd is like part of a professional gaming organization? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool to see where gaming has come, and all these people, you know, talking trash on how they were playing it on like ESPN and different things like that. There's probably going to be dedicated esports channels on TV soon. I mean,
that I'm excited about.
Cable and satellite television is dead, but one of these rich guys is going to have a dedicated esports channel, you know, like on some sort of streaming platform.
Like
soon.
an ESPN on Twitch, but only for gaming. How fucking cool would that be,
or like
dude? A ticker
an
tape?
ESPN like on Roku. There's like an app for it. Yeah, something like that. Somebody will make that. I don't know how it hasn't been done yet.
Yeah.
But there will be a dedicated esports channel pretty soon.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because that's something I would be interested in, even though like I don't play other games really. I'm still like kind of interested. Like I got Legend in Hearthstone, right? Which means I'm extremely good at Hearthstone. I even have the card back to prove it. So I don't play Hearthstone anymore. I haven't played in like 2 years, but I'm still like interested in it. I still like read about it every once in a while, see people around. I watch some streams every once in a while. Thais Calento, also known as Calento and Calento. So yeah, it would be cool to have a channel like that because I have like a passing interest in like a bunch of video games, and I think most gamers are like that too. That would be nice. Yeah. And yeah. So this is cool. This is really cool. I'm very excited for that. So Anything else, TDS?
No, sir.
Okay. So we're going to do some iTunes reviews, and then we're going to hop over to Tanner's channel and game. But first, of course, as I said, iTunes review section. If you write us 5 stars on iTunes and you write a review, I'll read it. Even if it's too long. So let's get started. 7 Guns Gone. Here's some analytics is the title of this review. That's too long. I've been listening to the pod since episode 1. Obviously, I have ulterior motives. So he's been listening since episode 1. It's episode 60 now, by the way. Took you a while, kid. But before I get to that, let me just say if you're a Call of Duty multiplayer connoisseur, you will undoubtedly find this pod worth the 5-star rating. I'm 24. I'm a truck driver and working weird long hours with a wife and kid, both with medical issues at home. F's in the chat. Sorry, dude. So I've had little time for Twitch. That means it's mostly the pod for me. This pod literally keeps me alive some nights. Let's not get crazy. I doubt that. I certainly hope not. But nice of you to say. On back roads in the middle of nowhere, so thanks for that. Also, thanks for introducing me to the Jocko Willink podcast. The rest of you keep that in mind. You should listen to that podcast. As for the rest, I'll keep it short. After listening to the A Console is a Computer episode, I promptly sold my dogshit Xbox for the measly $100 it fetched, which is unsurprising. I'm 24. I'm sick of my Xbox anyway. I've always wanted a gaming PC. Let's do this, I thought. I was inspired. Flash forward to today. I have exactly $125 saved towards a gaming PC. One day at a time, dude. You're making progress. Now, yes, in my zeal to join the PC Master Race, I completely forgot that I'm a single income working class, Activision hates you, married father, and it's been weeks, months, some long amount of time since I played a game. I should have read a book. I did save up to get one like 5 times, but things come up, you know? I understand. Car breaks, coronavirus ravages the planet and brings about the apocalypse. Okay. Anyway, I figured I would ask this small but vibrant and extremely humble community, and maybe a little bit loaded, question mark, cash signs, okay, community, if they would consider helping me out on Venmo at 7guns, at SEVENGUNS, to get this PC built and start going to town on kids. No Razinon, okay. In time for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, better than Modern Warfare 2019 No Visibility Edition. Okay. Any wealthy philanthropists in the chat? If I actually get it done, I swear by Tanner's mustache that any excess donation that comes in after the PC is built will go toward a Damascus Patreon membership or something to go back toward the community and the podcast. Raz, if you actually read all of this, you're the real MVP that everyone says Tanner is. Hope to see the pod and stream grow by the metric shit ton. Stay humble. Wow.
That was a good review.
It was a good review. It was well written. It was too long. There were no line breaks, so that was a disaster to read. But nonetheless, thank you, 7 Guns Gone. Change it, by the way. Sorry for your troubles. I appreciate that you're saving up for a gaming PC, though. Once again, Venmo at 7guns, one word. If you want to help him on his journey to joining the master race. So thank you, 7guns. Change it. Absolutely change it. Senti420. New Frog, Senti420. I've officially caught up with every episode, and this pod is an amazing work of art. I love that you God Kings keep updating your equipment and overlays so you can provide the best content to us lowly and humble peasants. I've switched from a PS4 to a PC earlier this month, and I've been practicing a lot to improve my aim and establish muscle memory. Your tips and video breakdowns are thoroughly informative and entertaining. I highly recommend this pod for anyone who enjoys the franchise. Now for my social media channel plugs, check out Senti420 on change it. On Twitch, absolutely change it. Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. That is CENTI420. Change it. On Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. By the way, take notes, boys. He has the same username across all platforms. How easy is that for everyone? This is how you market. CENTI420. Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you guys and keep up the tremendous works. You demons on the keys. Well, Senti. Thank you, brother. I am honored, humbled, and of course, privileged. Tanner, get the fuck off my stream and go live now.
Jeez.
Now. And I'm gonna finish this one up. So, first of all, Dallas Empire won the CDL. What are your thoughts? Posty's team.
I would say it's a complete don't care, but I did kind of get suckered into watching.
Did you?
And it would have been fairly exciting if it had been close.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah. It was just unexciting because I was watching too. And
Also,
I was just like, yeah.
The pro scene is also, the pro players are right about this. Domination is a snooze fest to watch. It's fucking horrible. It's fun to play in pubs, but watching that competitively is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I agree. Search is the
It's
best
so slow.
spectator sport, easily. And Hardpoint's
I think
good
Hardpoint.
too.
Hardpoint is my favorite. Search is fun. Some teams are just so bad at Search. Like, most teams aren't good at Search. So I still prefer Hardpoint. It's more exciting.
Interesting. Yeah. I watched it too, and it was such a blowout that it was just uninteresting to me to watch.
Yeah.
We were rooting for FaZe because Simp was shooting bodies, and if you're toxic, I'm rooting for you. So
Yeah.
FaZe was more toxic. That's who I wanted to win, only because body shooting had happened. So, but yeah, that's a huge don't care for me. Just thought I'd mention it.
Don't care.
Don't care. Also, I got a new mouse, the Model D-, which is just the Model D. It's an ergonomic lightweight mouse by the glorious PC gaming race. That's the name of the company. And I fucking love it. The Model D-. Big fan. Ergonomic Model D. It's just a little bit smaller. Not much smaller, not much lighter, but a little bit. And it's felt really good to me so far. So, Tanner, this next note here. RTX 3080, 3090, which one are you getting?
That's the question.
Oh. Well, they've announced that they might have a 3070 Ti.
Okay.
And they might, maybe, have a 3080 Ti. I'm hoping that there is something in between 3080 and 3090. Because the 3080 is what, $700? And it's like 10 gigs of DDR6?
It's $699, and then the aftermarket ones, my guess, will be more like 800.
Okay. It's like 10 gigs of memory, though. And then the 3090 is like fucking 24 gigs of memory. And that's like 1,500.
Yeah.
So I really wish there was an in-the-middle option, like a 3080 Ti. Do you not think there's going to be one?
I do think there needs to be, but there's
that
been no
gap
talk
is too
of it
big
yet.
for them to not have a card in the middle, I feel like.
It is, but also the Titan used to be $2,000, and now it's $1,500.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. There needs to be something in between that.
I sincerely hope there is, actually. So
you're not going to buy one at launch? Is that what you're thinking now?
No, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not.
That makes me so mad, actually.
I'm just going to wait until the fucking... I'm going to wait until I know there's not going to be like a 3080 Ti.
You won't know for months.
It won't be that long, right?
Yes, it will.
I'll look into it. I'll look into it.
The 2080 Ti came out at the exact same time. The
no,
only
it
thing,
didn't.
Yes,
oh, wait,
it did.
Yeah,
Look at the release date.
It did. Fuck.
The only
right.
thing, the only reason people are talking about a 3070 Ti is because it was leaked on some manufacturer's website as being a future GPU for laptops. It was called the 3070 Ti. There's been nothing said about a 3080 Ti. It makes sense, but there's been no leaks about that whatsoever.
Dude, 1,500 is so fucking hard to spend on a GPU.
So don't get the 15.
It's gonna make me mad not having it.
It will, but if the benchmarks come out and they test this game, let's say they're playing Warzone with a 2080 Ti, they're averaging 160. If with a straight 3080, they're averaging like 200, are you just gonna get one? Because I am.
160 to 200? No.
If it's something like that.
No.
Okay, well you're an idiot then.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided, obviously.
Okay, well you're a dumb shit, so forget I said anything.
Okay, I'll for sure keep that in mind. So.
Such a dumb shit idiot.
Yeah, for sure. Keep that in mind for sure. So, Mullet with the 100 biddies. Let's fucking go. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Honored, humbled, and of course, privileged. Thank you all for bearing with us on this episode, this journey into not shouting bits out during the pod. It is appreciated. Your patience is laudable. So thank you, boys. Speaking of support, by the way, it is September, which means you can subscribe to twitch.tv/Razinon at a discounted rate. Do that now. Hey, do that now. Let me see what the fucking thing is.
I think it works for my channel too, twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot.
Well, sorry, you're cutting out.
Am I?
Yeah. So just make sure you smash that button. It's discounted. Do it now. But if you're already subbed, the best way to support the Dropshot of Call of Duty podcast is the Patreon. Besides merely listening, of course. $5 a month, 4 bonus episodes per month. We also have another tier available that gives a bunch of benefits, including weekly hangouts with all of the Damascus patrons. Patreon.com/thedropshot for more details. But mainly $5 a month for 4 bonus episodes a month. It's a lot of content, and it's not very expensive. And that's the way to help us out the most financially. Remember to follow me on Twitter at Razinon, twitch.tv/Razinon, Instagram at Razinon TTV. Tanner, where can we find you?
Twitch, Tanner Dropshot. Twitter, at Tanner Dropshot.
And then if you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Prime account, your Amazon account, and your Twitch account in the Twitch settings. And then you can subscribe to your favorite streamer,
Which is me.
which might be TDS, for free. It's included in the price of your Amazon Prime subscription. Gives him money, costs you nothing. Rate us 5 stars on iTunes and tell your dumb fuck friends about us. And if you write a review and it's 5 stars, I'll read it on stream. And you can beg for money on your Venmo, as has been done today. Find us on YouTube. Search for Razinon. Search for The Dropshot. Full episodes of the pod with video are posted on the YouTube. We also clip it out for you to share again with your dumb fuck friends. And we also clip Patreon episodes sometimes. So if you want to get a little sneak preview of what's behind the paywall, $5 a month, which you can all afford, do it now. Patreon.com/thedropshot. But yeah, you can look at the clip section. Get a little preview there. And we have the gameplay breakdowns, which are not on the podcast apps, obviously, because you need to watch the video for that. So find us on YouTube. We also have 2 merch stores. We've got shirts, sweatshirts, tank tops, hats, duffel bags, phone cases, mouse pads. I don't give a fuck, dude. Check the links. They're in the description. Join the fucking Discord, of course. The link is in the description for that as well. We have a very small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
We sure do.
Over there on the Discord. And it's actually getting pretty big. You passed 500 followers. Our Discord passed 500 members, by the way.
Damn.
The Discord's just popping the fuck off, dude. 500 plus members. It is always active. Incredibly helpful. There's a Dropshot memes channel, which is incredibly funny.
Yeah.
The artist Nick Can and some others are making some excellent content over there. Once again, thank you everyone for the support today. The bits, the cheers, the subs. The Dave Daly with the Submarino. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Dave Daly. Appreciate it. Dude, honored, humbled, and privileged. This September. I appreciate you, man. And welcome. Your name appears to be new here. Make sure you join the fucking Discord. And last, but certainly not least, special thanks to our Damascus patrons. Mr. Salmonella, Jay Pritch, Slivovitz, Jake Down, Zerosio, Rainman, Sandstoner, Tequila Sirocking Bird, Face Esquire, Gift Curse, Adam H, Mr. Matt Dad, Sniff Sniff Hambone, change it, Jimmy M, Von Trapp, Aussie Menace, Vesterg, Godadote, Josh V, Yep Buddy, Civ, Young Douglas, at Modern Warzone on Twitter, past 100,000 Twitter followers, by the way. Congratulations, Young Douglas. The Mexican, I don't know what the rest of the name says. The Mexican Mogul. I like it. I like it. Famous Were Kid, absolutely change it. Sly, Dr. J Webb, feminist dance therapy expert. Patrick C, who looks like an adult. Damn, this is a good picture, Patrick C. God, you look like such an adult. It's so weird, but thank you, dude.
Good looking young man or what?
He's I wouldn't say young man. I wouldn't say old man. I didn't say that.
He's an man.
He's a man. He's a man. Yeah. He's just a grown ass man. That's what I would say. And it's a great picture. Anyway, Patrick C. Derek R, who looks like a boy, which again, I appreciate. And of course, last but certainly not least, the Dropshot Patriarch, one and only Obsidian patron. Extra double special thank you with cherries on top. The vaping Viking. Oh shit, Hacks with the 5 gifty boys. Let's fucking go. Me and Hacks go way fucking back, dude. Back to the SWOTOR days. What's up, Hacks? How's it going, dude? Another grown-ass man, by the way. Thank you, dude, for the 5 gifty boys. I'm honored, humbled, and privileged, dude. And welcome. So yeah, thank you all for watching. We're going to go game up a storm on TDS's channel. Have an excellent evening. And as always, of course, remember, stay humble.
Stay humble.